with the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background to look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Adam Wainwright is on the mound for the Cardinals. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Gregory Polanco makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Right fielder, number 25.
And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we're underway in St. Louis. Derek Harris, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in game number 2.
Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Wainwright gets the sign. They try to put him away here on 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, these guys go up there hacking, man. They are dead last in walks, so they have to be a little less aggressive at the plate to sustain some good offense throughout the entire season.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Grichuk. 2 gone. And with that, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Matt Carpenter can play a number of positions. He's played second, third base. For me, he's better suited at third base. Very sure-handed. He's got a good enough arm to play over there. And I think he's a bit more comfortable at that position.
Starling Marte will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Lays off 1-0. Just getting started here in St. Louis. That evens it up 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
Keeping particularly close tabs on him. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
Marte off for second. A little bouncer. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A good first inning of work for Adam Wainwright. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Ryan Vogelsong gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Stephen Piscotty comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half
Leading
of
off
the
for
first.
the Cardinals, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. Around first, on his way to second now. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double.
That is a big league hanging slider right there. Not real good location either, and he drills this one. We'll wind up on second here as he pulls in with a leadoff double.
Colton Wong will stand in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Batting average down in the low 210s. 3 homers and 5 driven in. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
Marte has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
That's popped up out towards short right field. Assumption is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. DK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Andrew McCutchen out there in that outfield. Man, he can play. Does a lot of things defensively, can go get the ball, covers a lot of ground, and has a pretty darn good throwing arm as well.
Rendell Gritchick is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
One thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead score.
This is a good sign. Coming off a game where you only scored one run, to get on the board first here in the very first inning, that should help these guys relax a little bit and not make them feel like they've got a press up there.
From the stretch. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. It's on to inning number 2 now in St. Louis. St. Louis is out in front, 1-0. Jason Rogers will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Wainwright's ready. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. To 2-2 now. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Yeah, that's 2 really good breaking balls in that sequence. Here's the last one, and at the plate, he's probably thinking, I'm not going to see that same pitch again. But they go right back to it. They double up with it, and they get him to swing and miss again.
Standing in now, Cole Figueroa. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop out.
Chris Stewart stands in as he looks at a called strike. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away, so...
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright. Still working on a 1-0 lead. Matt Adams will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he didn't have a very good month last month at the plate. It wasn't terrible, but he did see that average take a decent hit.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Hit in the air to right field. After it is McCutcheon. And this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal bullpen. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So the double puts him right into scoring position here to kick off the home second. And you see there on the lower part of your screen, his total places him third best on this Cardinals ball club.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys offensively. Does a nice job of finding gaps and getting into scoring position.
Johnny Peralta will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
Drilled to the right side. Gets dirty and gloves it. Got him.
Oh, what a play. And that's a great play down at first, just to make sure that he gets an out right here. The runner will move up the base, but that's a small price to pay for getting that out at first. Well done.
Yadier Molina will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Adam Wainwright gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with two gone. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Eric Heim is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Eric Heim.
Wainwright looks in. Here comes the first pitch. Back on the hill is Wainwright now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Hit hard to short. Peralta's there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 14.
A look at our upcoming schedule for the next few days. After our ball game this afternoon, these two will be back at it again on Sunday, and then you see what's next for these guys in the week ahead. Stepping in, Ryan Vogelsong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Grichuk giving chase. And he makes the catch for the second out. Gregory Polanco will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
Yeah, as bad as he looked on that breaking ball, his first at-bat, he's going to see nothing but breaking balls. No strike.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there.
That's a ball.
You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
Yeah. Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1. Turned on down the line. Oh, he whiffs on it at first. It's right by him into right. Running hard. He's digging for second.
Well, I think they're going to score this as a single and an E9. He just doesn't get down on the ball, and the lack of concentration allows the runner to move up to second.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 delivery. Here's a shot to third, and Carpenter able to take it in. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Stephen Piscotty digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's a leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
The windup and the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. Just can't seem to finish him off.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Second baseman, number 16.
Colton Wong is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Nope.
And he misses again, 2-0.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that can do is tie you up.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Matt Carpenter stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More ahead from St. Louis right after this. Starling Marte is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
0-1.
And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. Wainwright into the windup. Here it is on 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Got him. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And as you can see on your screen, both starters topping out at 91 miles an hour. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Fisher Asuncion. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. That's inside. 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were two tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Might have got away with one there on 3-0 as he swings and misses at the cutter.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
And a cut fastball comes in a bit tight. It's ball 4. Striding into the box, Jason Rogers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runners on first with 1 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Now batting.
So striding in, Cole Figueroa, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
Well, it's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
A little bit outside, 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, and I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Here's the 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble. So stepping in, Chris Stewart, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And I think he's going to have to summon up every bit of his experience to get out of this one.
He's certainly been through it before. If anybody can do it, he can.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
Oh, that's outside.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Holiday is under it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Eric Heim gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Comes back with a dandy of a curveball there, and it's a full count, 3-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That's a good job right there with 2 away, because if nothing else, you get your pitcher to the plate here in this inning, so you don't force him to lead off your next inning offensively.
just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home too, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Molina waits on it, and that ends the inning. So a run on no hits, and they wind up leaving the bases loaded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, all tied at 1-1. Rendell Grichuk is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is.
Number 15.
Flying toward the gap in left center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Matt Holliday in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
You know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Curveball
ああ、
looked
ケ
at
ン
here
さ
for
ん
strike
こん
1.
ばんは。
Anytime you can
警
throw a first pitch
察
strike to
団
about
長の
60% of the batters you've faced
大
or better
門
than
さん
that,
こ
then you
と
should
大
get
門
pretty good
さんです。
results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Right side.
ああ、抜けていく。
And a backhanded reach at first,
投
but
げ
he
ん
can't
の
flag
遅い
it
から
down.
間に合わ
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
ん。ライトちょっとゆっくりすぎでした。
Matt Adams
パ
walks
パッ
into
と
the
投げ取
box,
ったアウトやっ
reached
たか
base
もしれ
with
な
a
い。
double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
This is hit the other way out toward left field.
あーっと、も
Marte
う
has to retreat a
け
bit,
ど
but
タ
he
ッ
gets
チア
there
ップ。
for out number 1.
ああ、それてる
And
それ
he'll
てる。
move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good job there
満
at
塁
second
で
base,
点
doing
入っ
the
てない
math
か
in his
ら、
head and figuring out he
次
can
の
make it
回
up
ピ
to
ンチに
third.
なりますよ
So
ね。
that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
不思議ですよね、これ。
Johnny Peralta is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball.
大
It's
門
1-0.
団長からお仕置
That
き
high
として、
fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and
今パイ
that's what
レ
he's
ーツ
looking
ね、
for on the
7 連
mound. So
敗
that's
してる
good
んですよ。
restraint to hold back and not swing.
Now a swing
泥
and a
沼の
fly
7
ball.
連敗。
Polanco on the move.
ああ、切れた。
But
Ah,
this is
ah,
going to
fue
wind
empate.
up a foul ball.
加減勝たんとやばいですね。
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
ああ、またポロ
In
リ。
the dirt and block behind the plate.
アウト、ア
And
ウ
they
ト
got
し
him.
た。
Boy, his feet were stuck in the mud there. 2 outs here with
ラ
runner
ンナー
at
なんか
third.
エラー遅かったですね。7連敗しててね。
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
レッツに負けて、カブスに負けて、カーディナルスにも負けて、ずーっと負けまくってますよ。あれは遅かった
Smoke
ですね。
toward third. Rogers comes up
よ
with
っ
it.
しゃ、耐え
Throws
た。
in time and the side is retired.
このピン
Cards
チなん
leave
とか
one. Fifth inning coming up.
ゼ
Tied
ロ
at
で。
1. Gregory Polanco will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Into the windup and the pitch. This one's flared
この
toward
ピッ
left
チャー
center.
なんかね、カーブが捉えにくいですね。
Makes the play, 1 away.
75マイルの遅いカーブ投げてくるからね。
Well, nothing better than a first pitch
こ
pop
れ
up
が
to
また
start the
タイ
inning.
ミングがいいん
He'll
です
take
よ。
that every time.
Andrew McCutcheon will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
Now a cut fastball, but that
ボール
doesn't
球
threaten
の多
the
いピ
zone.
ッ
It's
チャー
even
なん
at
ですけど、
1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be
カーブ
surprised
が
if
な
he
ん
has
か
a
多い
big cut at something. Maybe try
感
and
じで
break
す。
this
大
tie
分
ball
が
game.
これ取られた。あ、入った入った。グッバイホームラン。なんか遅すぎて合わせにくいですよね。いやー、マッカッチェンさんやりましたね。鬼瓦監督も満足でしょう。第7号。今のシンカー。ストレート。なんかシンカー臭いですね。今のシンカーでしょ。あ、やっぱシンカーや。なんとセーフになる。このマルテさん、めっちゃ足速いんですよ。シンカーでしたね。真ん中ちょっと入ってきましたけど。マルテさん、ショートゴロがみんな内野安打になりますよ。足が92やからね。めっちゃ速いんですよ。あれがセーフになるから。守ってる方、たまらんですよね。また走ってる。お、セーフ、セーフ、セーフ。速いっすね、やっぱ。あっという間に走るよ。
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Not close. It's 2-0. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
まだあんなにスタミナはある。あー、やばい、これはやばい、これやばい。おー、危な。あー、シュートさん。今のもよう走りましたね。キャッチャーがあんまり思いっきり投げてなかったですね。ちょっとふわっとした球やったから。あれ思いっきり投げられてたらアウトやったかもしれない。あー、またファール。走りまくりのマルテさん。
I would imagine that free pass was at least semi-intentional there. Now at least you set up a double play possibility with runners at the corners and 1 out.
めっちゃ速いです。まだ投げる。
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
ウェインライトさんもあのカーブが
Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out.
スタミナがこんだけあったらすごいですね。
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0.
よう見るとボールが多いんですよね。
There's a strike. It's 2-1. Here it is. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball
ファ
3.
ニッタのスピードがやばい。今のカーブがね、追い込んでくると投げてきよるから、あれの見極めが大変ですね。あー、またファーボール。ファーボール連発ですね。
Well, he's allowed 1 home run in the inning already. Maybe he's just a little gun shy out there. It did not look like he wanted any part of that guy on 3-1, and he winds up putting him on.
Cole Figueroa stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
まだでも投げてきます。まだでもスタミナありますね。
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
いやー、
Tap fouled at home plate. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
うわぁ、
1 and 2.
Now you got to be aware of that
だいぶ
sinker.
も
I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now,
う、
but
ボ
I
ー
think
ル
he
が多
still
い。
just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
ここに来てカットボール連投ですよ。で、
And
ま
a
た
breaking
カー
ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And now with that pitch count getting
ブ。あ
up
れ
there
ぐらい
just a
外れ
little
ると
bit,
振ることない
you
ん
can
ですけ
see
ど、
that
真
some
ん
of these
中に
pitches
来
are
る
missing
と、
just a little farther away than they were
お、いったい
earlier.
ったいった。
Here's a swing,
これは
and
抜けた
oh
抜けた
boy,
抜け
this
た
could
抜
be
けた。
trouble. And it is
これ
trouble.
はええとこ行っ
That
た。
should be extra bases.
3人帰
Two
る、3
runs
人
have
帰る。
scored.
素晴らしい。
And he is in there.
ああ、10勝以上。
Well, you work yourself into
これ
trouble.
はええ
I
とこ
think
打
you
ち
may
ま
have
したわ。
worked your way right out of the ball game.
見事な
She
左中
serves
間。
up the double here with the bases loaded.
抜けた
If you're
抜
up
け
to
た。
me, you'd be headed for the
髪
showers.
の毛抜けたみたいな感じですね。
There goes Cardinal manager
ああ、
Mike
ついに
Matheny
交
on his way
代。
out to the mound.
ああ、
And
今のは
that
ええ
is
とこ打
going
っ
to do
た
it
わ。
this afternoon for Adam Wainwright.
3人とも
So
帰る
he'll
って
make
一
his
番
way
いい
to
で
the
すね。
dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Lance Lynn is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try to keep him in the game here.
いやー、この3点はでかいですね。真ん中のカットボール。
Stepping in now, Chris Stewart, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
カーブある。スライダーカー
A pause and the 0-2.
ブ。おっと、
Curveball, but he can't get
も
it
う
to
父
chase
ちゃ
it
ん泣
1
き
and
ます
2.
よ。
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
おっ
Fly ball
と、
heading
ほ
for
ら、
the
これも
alley.
いったいった。
Grichuk sprinting after it. But he
わ
won't
お、
have a play. This is
また
down
も
and
や
into
左
the
中
gap.
間。
The run scores from second. It's 6-1.
連打連打で。
It's one of the oldest cliches in baseball, but there's something to be said for that old line. Play it one game at a time. Remember, these guys
これはええ
last night,
感じ
they
で。
looked helpless.
インコース
Couldn't
低め
generate
の
any
ツ
offense
ー
at
シ
all,
ーム。
but today, they look like a completely different ball club.
Eric Heim stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. 1 out and a runner on second base.
おっ
3-1 is
と、
a
これ
fastball, and he can't connect 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, then you tend to get hurt.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
First pitch on its way. Ryan Vogelsong stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
That's wide. 2-0.
Well, he's just going to go right on taking pitches. You have to throw strikes here with 2 outs, especially when you got the pitcher up there.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, I think 2-0 near the pitcher, you got to be taken.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Gregory Polanco would be next.
Swing and a missed good pitch, and it's full now. 3-2. And on the mound, You'd like to finish this off, but still, you don't have to lay one in there on 3 and 2.
Struck him out, and the inning finally comes to a close. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Home half of the 5th coming up. Pittsburgh leads this one 6-1. Back alongside Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things off for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat.
相川さん、改めて。
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
そろそろやっときますか。1.5。何試合投げたとか出てないですね、これね。イニングが4イニング。0.2。4やったらやめときましょうか。グランツーリスモね。だいたい100ギガぐらいですよ。でも、めちゃくちゃ面白いでしょうけどね。
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. He can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
And that misses inside 1-0. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. 1 out, nobody on. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Now a swing and a little pop-up here right behind home plate. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and
でもリアルメジャーもまだに揉めてますね。話し合い毎日やってるみたいですけど、なかなか決まらんですね。アウト。明日までに決まらんかったらほんまにシーズンずれますね、これね。
That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. So that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
選手会も折れへんけど、コミッショナーも折れないですか。お互い譲らずやから。
Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail 6-1.
石原 原軍団。
Seth Maness will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Seth Maness.
Gregory Polanco will start out the inning here for the Pirates to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck.
Gregory Polanco.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
結局だから未だにその選手名鑑すら発売日に
Hit
決まらん。
hard towards second. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff
ダ
base
ブル
hit.
波平。
You can tell
で、ほんまやったらもうね、ベースボールマガジンの選手名鑑出てなあかんのに、未だに出てないからね。
They've been looking for specific
相当
pitches
影響
in
受けてますよ。
specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo
ス
home
ラッ
run
ガー
that was really
の
one of the key
選
at-bats
手
of the
名鑑
ball
も
game
遅
to
れるん
this
ちゃい
point.
ますか、下手したら。
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Wow.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here it comes on 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And you can see him shaking his head out there.
Now
I think he
I
felt
ball
that
ya
one was a little bit
motherfucker.
low, and you know what? He may have had a case.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out.
はあ、大
After
当
a
たりの
while, these things,
マル
they
テさん。
start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. Fisher Asuncion is on deck. And it's full now, 3-2.
Oh, that's a guy who's pretty clearly gearing up for the fastball there, and he didn't get it. It's a good pitch to throw on a 3-1 count to keep a guy honest.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
相手ももうチェンジを連投してきますね。
Fisher Asuncion digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. First offering on its way. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hot shot down the line. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Now batting.
Jason Rogers digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score.
ヒットは結構打ちますね。おー、車線高いし。これは1点いくでしょう。見ました。さらなる追加点。
That's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle. That'll be good enough to get the job done and pick up the 2-out RBI.
Into the box, Cole Figueroa, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Yeah.
Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Now both runners are breaking. Pitch
Wow,
outside to throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. Just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Pirates 7 and the Cardinals 1. Colton Wong will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
Oh my god. さすがにあれは 73球ですけど
Now a check swing here. The home plate umpire says he went around. No argument, and it's 1-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle.
うわー、ポテポテ。
And they will get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
これはチャレンジ。
And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that
なん
last
かアウ
call
トしたかっ
challenged
た。
here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Well, here's another look at it now.
いやー、なんかアウト臭いような。際どいっちゃ際どいですけど。
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Pirates have elected to challenge.
Okay, well, we're going to get
play.
one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out. So this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision,
Ah,
and off comes the headset,
これは
and
もう
he's
受けましたね。
out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Matt Carpenter will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
どっちかな思ったんです
And
ね
he。starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
まあ言うてみるもんですね。
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. It's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Squared that one up just a little late. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're down 7-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Jordan Walden will come on now in a mop-up role, but she'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
ああ、この試合はなんとか取らんとね。
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
ストレート速い。
He's not intimidated up there.
外れてますけど。
Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
うおっと。
2-1 after the foul ball there.
ああ、
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
今のはボールだわ。
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Swing, he pops him up over toward foul territory. And, oh, he can't rein it in. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Wow.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the seventh. It's ball 4.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Into the box, Chris Stewart. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Back in standing.
今のはね。これもボールですよね。ちょっと外れてるんですよ。球はでもめっちゃ速いですね。
Here it comes, 1-0.
うわっ
And a
と。
bouncing ball, foul. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take
この
advantage.
見極めをやるのもまたおもろいですよね。
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
Well, you don't always need to have amazing movement to make a slider successful. This is a case in point. We've seen sliders with 10, 11, 12 inches of break. This one only moves about 8, but that's more than enough to get the job done.
Into the box now, Eric Heim. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Swing, and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's how you neutralize a leadoff walk. He settles down, gets his focus back, and delivers back-to-back strikeouts.
ふっと落ちるんですよね、これ。
Standing in now, Ryan Vogelsong, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. That's by him for strike one. A runner on first with two away. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. It's the Pirates 7 and the Cardinals 1. And there is Matt Holliday now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Well, maybe a leadoff base runner to get them going and give them a chance. They need to start making a move if they have any hope of getting back in this one.
まだでもこの先発、スタミナ残ってます。かなり長持ち。まあちょっとでもね、投げてくれた方が。
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. That's yanked into the stand. Strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Liner to right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up.
そろそろ替え時かもしれない。これで打たれるかどうか。
is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effective. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 4.
振り球
Well,
を
in case you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot of these
結構今日
so
三
far.
振取ってます。
11 for him in the contest, all told, as he just continues to mow down the opposing lineup here late into the ball game.
三振賞ですね。全部の三振のリプレイなんですね。
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one.
いやー、そろそろ疲れてます。
Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to
まあ
foul
こ
it
の
away.
回は行ってもらいたい。
1-1, here it is. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. McCutcheon on the move. Can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he's not stopping as third base coach Jose Akendo's waving him in. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Well, you know what? It's not too late to make a game of this after all. They're going to get a run back here on the RBI double, and even though there's not a lot of outs left, at least they're going to make these guys sweat a little.
Tommy Pham will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here. That'll do it for Ryan Vogelsong.
こんだけ投げた
So
ら
his
十
final
分
line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Mark Fellows will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Mark Fellows. Now batting,
In there at the knees, strike one. Well, we'll give you a look here at the graphic. He picks up his 6th double so far on the year. And it's quickly 0-2. And this ball hits sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cardinals get 1 in the inning thanks to Yadier Molina. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 7-2 ball game.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new pitcher coming on now, and the call's gone out for the big guy, right-hander Jonathan Broxton. Gregory Polanco will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he
ま
can
た
do it
このピ
again.
ッチャー、体でかいですね。
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly 1 away.
Now batting number 22.
Andrew McCutchen is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Broxton sets. Here's the first pitch. And looked like a slider that time from Broxton. It's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder
Starling Marte digs
Marte.
in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Cold strike 0-2.
球投げますね。
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Down the third baseline. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off, as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Well, generally you'll have a lot of success if you keep the ball down in the zone, but this was the 3rd straight pitch to him down there. He finally figured out what was going on and just sat on it for 2 bases.
さすがマルテさん、足速い。
In now, Fisher Assumption. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike.
なかなかあれでセカンドがね、いかないんですけど。
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Had him on stride that time, and it's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
俊足のマルテさん。
94 on the outer edge. Can't help but take that.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Jason Rogers would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Push to the
よっ
right
し
side.
ゃーやけど
And
マスト
nothing
ね
will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Leading off the inning, Stephen Piscotty, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for
か
strike
なり
one.
腹
And you
が
can
ね
see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And the liner foul into the seats
う
down the
まい
right
の
side.
ペースいいですか
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Assumption retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 16.
Colton Wong
Colton
stands into the
Wong.
box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number
肉
13.
言うてもいや肉ぐらいしか食べない
Matt Carpenter will stand in now with 2
焼
away,
肉とか
needing
食べ
to
へん
really
から
get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Shatters the bat as this is hit to third.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better
前
pitch
は
on the
なん
next
か
one.
スーパーでね
And he comes back with a
肉買うた
fastball,
りしとったんですけ
1-2
ど
now. Credit where credit's due.
Oh,
This guy's done a
oh,
good
my.
job out of the bullpen.
No question.
食べてない
He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Polanco calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Tyler Lyons will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
さあ
Jason
9 回
Rogers
まで来ました
steps in, working on a 1 for 2
Leading
game
off
so
for
far.
Pittsburgh. Third baseman.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be
こ
extra
れはま
bases.
たとこ行った
He'll take the turn and head for second. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Cole Figueroa. He drew a walk his first time up. Taken high and deep to right. Piscotty going back on it.
あら、
Outta
超え
here.
た。
She was a wall
まさか
scraper,
入り
but
ま
it
したよ。
counts just the same. A home run.
捉えましたね
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as this is now a 7-run ball game.
第4号
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm
スト
pretty
レート
sure
でし
it's
たね
not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
あの看板に当たった
Chris Stewart will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is
座
about
礁
to
の
go by
看
the
板に当た
wayside.
りました
Chris.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has
あれ
been
で
a
ホーム
much
ラン
better
扱いなんです
performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
0-1.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's
まあ
strike 1.
左から打ったのはでかいですねははは
That's a ball.
And there's ball 1.
Well, that strike zone looks like it's tightening up a bit.
Oh, they have him
Ah.
looking awfully confused up there right now.
こ
It's
れ
1
で
and 2.
もうほぼ勝てるでしょ
Chopped foul right at home plate. This is hit softly
Wow.
to third. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
そのヒット。
Eric Heim ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
あえて左を出す。
Will come on as a pinch hitter.
左対左。
John Jason.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, that's just pretty standard operating procedure right here. You get him leaning out over the plate on that slider running away, and then you bust him inside on the fastball on the inside corner.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
There's a guy that's locked in at the plate. Even down 0-2, there's no panic in his approach. If you have that positive mindset at the plate, good things are going to happen.
どっちにしましょうかね。この人で。
Will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. And he takes ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
In the air, it's a straightaway left. Holiday over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in now, Gregory Polanco. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Polanco.
Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch.
うわ。
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Redbirds. It's the Pirates 9 and the Cardinals 2. John Jason will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 28, John Jason.
Jorge Rondon will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
連敗止まりそうですね。
Rendell Gritchick will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there.
完全なボール球。
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase, but when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Matt Holliday.
Matt Holliday standing in now as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Matt Adams ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Tough pitch right there. That's 96 in on the hands. You just got to let that one go.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
いやー、長かったですね。泥沼の7連敗でしたからね。やっと打線と守りがいけましたね。いつものインタビューの人。
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
インタビューなんて初めて見た。ほんまですか。過去作なんかあるんですよ。
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 9-2. So long from St. Louis.
やっと勝ちましたね。これでもまだあれですね。4連戦残ってんすね。もう、ずーっとこれ負けまくってたんでね。ようやく勝ちましたよ。でも負けまくってたけどね、最下位じゃないんですよ。まだ貯金が7あるんですよね。7連敗しても、よう見たらあれ並んでますやん、これ。あら、3チーム並んでますけど。では、もともと首位やったけど、7連敗して追いつかれてんすね、じゃあ。まさか3チームが首位とは。カーディナルス、カブス、パイレーツで。貯金7です。その後が7ゲームっていう。めっちゃ離れてますね。広島が最下位ですか。7連敗しても首位ってすごいですね。アストロズ1位。 まあまあ、大混戦ですね。やっとでも5月ですもんね、これ。なるほど。ああ、今後のあれ書いてんすね。広島行ってからまたカブスですね。首位対決ですね、じゃあ。んでからブレーブスですか。ブレーブスもえらい借金だらけなんですね。まあなんか広島にも勝っとかんとダメですね、これ。うん。よっしゃ、さあ終わりましょうか。腹が減りましたね。はーい、お疲れ様でした。さあ、ではではでは。